So, Mr. Anarchist, you're a legend. You've done it all. You wrestle everybody. I have respect for you. But I'm an anarchist too. I don't follow the rules, I break the rules. One thing you fail to realize is that you might think you're going to Denmark and you're just gonna get your paycheck and you're gonna get your hand raised, but it's not gonna go that way. When you step into the ring with me November 19th at Pumbo's, I want the Doug Williams from TNA, Ring of Honor, and Japan. I want you to be hungry again. Because you see, it's a cliche, you never faced anybody like me, but it's true, you really haven't. November 19th at Pumbo's, you will realize that we Danes are hungry. I am hungry.
Fra den lokale fitness world. El Guapo Zamora.
So TJ was at Waterfalls, where Carlos Zamora spent pretty much the entirety of his match calling out Doug Williams.
Yeah.
With the poses, with trying to hit the chaos theory, and then after the match literally calling him out. And essentially it has led us to this.
Coming out in a football jersey, all right.
Yeah, representing, and I think this is it now. It's because this isn't just about a young guy in his career taking on a seasoned veteran. As far as he's concerned, this is Denmark versus England. This is Scandi Gratz versus Brit Rest.
Ironic though, because we know Carlos wants to work over here, and I actually am going to put a little spanner in that theory. I think this is his way of earning the respect of being on the Brit Rest scene by taking out, if you will, one of the most respected veterans that's still going in wrestling today, British wrestling.
You say one of, I would say the most respected British wrestling, essentially legend. The most respected man still doing it in the game.
I mean, the show's named after his old nickname.
This is it, the Anarchist.
But the crowd are firmly behind their man right now. And I think he's trying to suck up to him a little bit here.
Wrestling en British wrestling legende, kendt fra Ring of Honor, TNA Impact, 110 kilo fra England, København, land og varm, og The Anarchist, Doug Williams!
Made his debut on the 13th of November, 1993.
It's crazy how long Doug Williams has been doing this. I've had the pleasure of calling a number of his matches across this country. A bona fide legend.
The ambassador of British wrestling, the Human Torch device. I have been lucky to call a couple of his matches. I've seen him wrestle in the flesh, and it is something special to behold.
The first time I ever saw this man live, Wembley Arena, one-on-one against none other than Ric Flair. And I tell you, the pop for Doug Williams at that point was the loudest thing. And to be honest, could still be the loudest thing I've ever witnessed in wrestling.
Trained by the late Andre Baker, a man who took a temporary hiatus from wrestling, came back with a force and hasn't looked back since.
And essentially, I don't want to say the C word, but COVID made him realise just what he was missing out on. Made him realise just what his life was like without this industry.
Yeah. And he wasn't ready.
One last bite at the cherry. And like I say, he wasn't ready to say goodbye. He thought he was. COVID took it away indefinitely, and he realised, you know what, I am not done. There is still plenty for the ambassador to do, including go toe-to-toe with El Guapo, Carlos Zamora. There's the opening bell. And essentially, Teej, we spoke about this last time, the fact that that Zamora has been looking at cementing himself on the British wrestling scene. And like you say,
I think you got past that test.
Yeah.
And you got to
I mean, he's already been over here. He's already done numerous shows on these shores, or on our shores, should I say. Yeah. So, he's already here. But this right now,
I mean, it's insane.
This is the measuring stick.
It's insane that we get to see this match. Like Doug, 49 years old, and Carlos Stern is 20s, and the gap of experience. But look at the shape Doug Williams is in at his age. Unbelievable. That he's just, the unit he is, and he's going to show Carlos. If Carlos isn't careful, he's going to show him.
He's going to humble him.
Yeah, he's going to humble him hard. And the thing is, Carlos has got to try, and he's got to play Doug Williams' game. This is the one time you can't find another way out. There's no easy way out against Doug Williams. You have to beat him at his game, and that game is pure British wrestling.
Another collar elbow. Carlos backing him into the corner. And now
it's a test of strength. And
Doug Williams just rolling round, jockeying for position.
Zamora gets the better of him.
And we're going to get a clean break from Zamora.
Looks like it. El Guapo happy to back up here. And Ollie, I must confess, when this match was teased and BODYSLAM asked on Twitter who should get this match, I did say Carlos Zamora because it's a young guy with a lot of arrogance, but unbelievable skill. Unbelievable skill. And this is what I was worried about. But like you said, maybe this needs to be done so he'll be humble, because Doug is not going to take that.
Nah. But also, this won't have been the first time that someone has tried to step up to Doug and not shown him the respect he commands.
Yeah, and he'll get it out of you. I mean, look at that. He'll get it out of you. Doug's been doing this since before Carlos Zamora was born. He has seen it all and done it all. You can't surprise a veteran, a legend of the sport like that. And now he's going to make sure Carlos knows.
And this is the thing with Doug Williams. He has conquered Japan, he's conquered America, he's conquered, Europe essentially as well. Yeah, there is nowhere that this guy hasn't been and been victorious and done it well.
But Zamora needs this match in the beginning of his career. He's only a few years in. He needs this to kind of say to himself, like, you know what, I am good enough, and that I can progress to that next level.
Ankle pick from Williams.
Doug just showing him the gap of experience right now. Showing him, I'm going to take your ankle, there's nothing you can do about it. Oh.
Drops into that leg again.
Simple but effective. The basics are so effective if you know how to do them perfectly, Ollie.
And I'll be honest, Teach. Oh, look at this, into the reverse surfboard. Hooks in the arms. Oh, now wrenching away at Zamora.
And Doug just enjoys it like riding a motorcycle. He's having a good laugh right now. We said he might humble him.
And you just see Zamora just fighting out.
Strength.
And there's the rope break. And another clean break from Doug Williams. You wouldn't begrudge him for maybe taking it to Zamora after the lack of respect that he's shown so far. But Doug Williams, true to form, clean breaks across the board so far.
We'll see how long that lasts. Right now, this is still a feeding out process. Someone like Doug, who's done many a 60-minute match. This is nothing new for him.
And I think with Doug Williams, I often say that in matches of certain calibers of talent, it'll be the first person to make a mistake or the first person to capitalize on a mistake. Doug Williams does not make mistakes. Zamora right now, if he's not careful, if he slips up even just a little bit, you know that Doug is going to capitalize on it. And look at that again, just rolls through. Zamora was in control for a split second, thought he had an idea, and Doug was already 3 moves ahead of him in his mind.
I mean, I could be here all day and read off some of the accolades of Doug Williams.
You will be here all day. We know he's got enough.
But there are so many things that show off that level of skill he has. And you know, in most recent career, like being the Progress Atlas champion, for example, is an unbelievable feat because you have to go toe-to-toe with the nastiest hitting people in Europe, not in Brit Wrestling, in Europe, and stand out there and say, I can still do it. It is a title famous for its hard-hitting ability, and BODYSLAM is a promotion famous for its technical wrestling and hard-hitting ability.
But you see right now the wrist control by Doug Williams. Even up on the shoulders, he maintained that control.
He is making Carlos Zamora know who he is in the ring with. And the crowd can call him a boomer if they want, but it doesn't change the fact that in this situation, experience is what is winning out.
Zamora up to that second rope.
And Doug backing off.
Oh, look at this, goes up and over. Oh, big arm drag.
And Zamora going straight for the ropes there, wants no part of that. Zamora needs to make this his fight. I said at the beginning, he has to wrestle Doug's game, but he's got to impose his will. And if he can mock him all he wants, but at the moment, he is losing these exchanges.
You always will with Doug Williams. You say he's going to play Doug's game. I would argue against that. I think you try and take Doug on a grappling game, you're going to get beat.
The problem is that Zamora has no other way out that isn't cheating. In a strength game, it's even. In a technical game, he loses. In a hold-for-hold game, he loses. He's got to try and play his game like that.
Swings round, catches him with the boot.
He's got to use momentum to his favor and capitalize on any small window. That is the only way you beat Doug Williams.
Doug's time in Japan taught him the striking, strong hitting, strong style.
Yeah.
He went to America, he learned the big moves.
Yeah, he went all over. I mean, it's insane how far he's gone, Ollie.
Trained in England and learned the technical side. There's leaping leg lariat. There's very little you can throw at Doug that he hasn't already counteracted. 1, 2, shoulder up. Former TNA X Division champion.
He was a two-time
former Atlas champion. Whether you're a boulder or whether you're light as a feather, he knows how to combat you.
Of course, he was known with the British Invasion, Bruce Magnus, IWGP Tag Team Champion, WXW Tag Team Champion, Martin Stone, an ICWA World Heavyweight Champion. The man has, you name a promotion that it was or is big, he's done it.
1, 2. Shoulder up.
But one thing we know about wrestling, Ollie, in all our years of doing it, is it only takes 3 seconds.
Yeah. Anything can happen on any given night. You just weigh up the tangibles, and let's face it, Carlos Zamora, he's being taken into some deep waters right now. He needs to find that difference maker.
Now, if this was an MMA fight, you would look a different way. You would say that the age goes against Doug Williams, that the younger cardio.
Well, yeah, but
this is not
this is not MMA.
But that's what I'm saying. They're booing Doug, but its experience is what will win this match. The thing that Carlos has got to focus on, which
flying
right now
crossbody. 1, 2. Shoulder up.
You know, it's those strikes. When he's in striking exchange with Doug, that's a good place for him. But everywhere else, Doug is just all over him, and it's like he's bitten off more than he can chew. Nice chop there.
Sweeps the legs.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. He needs to go strike for strike. Beautiful.
There's that handstand leg drop.
And that's why I made the MMA comparison. Again, there's a striking exchange, it's better for him.
Maybe looking to hook in that submission hold.
Look at this. Hand on the ropes, he's still striking. That's what he needs to do.
It's that ruthless aggression from Zamora.
Doug is fading a little bit here. That recovery time, being a younger man, definitely helps Zamora. That's how you get to the Scandinavian Invitational.
Yeah. Scoots him up. Backbreaker. 1, 2. Shoulder up.
And you can see the impatience getting to him, the anger getting to him. He wants out. Not even a cowardly way, but he wants this over and done with because he knows that if Doug gets a second wind, that could be it.
And of course, the longer this match goes, the deeper the waters get. The more Zamora is likely to make that mistake that Doug's going to capitalize on.
It's cardio versus experience right now.
How much does Doug have left in the tank?
The strength of Zamora is ever impressive.
Another backbreaker.
Laying that, holding him there. I think it's a football song, right?
1, 2, shoulder up.
Oh, and here we go now. Going for a hold.
Oh yeah, looking at a sleeper. Cobra clutch locked in. The pressure applied to the carotid arteries either side of the neck, cutting off that blood supply to the brain.
Doug's going pink. He's going purple almost. And Zamora enjoying himself here. And he's called out to us.
All right, yeah.
I mean, he knew we were going to be calling it.
Carlos, you focus on your opponent,
we
my friend.
appreciate the shout out, but you know you're in the driver's seat right now. This is the moment. We called this match for you, and I said this was a perfect matchup.
I'd potentially call that a mistake because Doug Williams now putting the hurt on, and Carlos having to think fast.
Big
boot up, and now Doug looking to get the wheels turning. Dive bomb elbow.
Oh man. Yeah, that was perhaps a lapse in judgment. Appreciated nonetheless, but still.
And that flying elbow drop from Doug, that could be the difference maker. That has leveled this playing field because both men are down. And that has bought Doug Williams some time to get back to his feet, get his head back in the game. Roundhouse kick from Zamora, forearm from Doug, forearm from Zamora, forearm from Doug.
Leg kick from Zamora.
But this is the thing, Doug Williams, most recently on the WWE Network going toe-to-toe with Ridgeway, one of the most proficient strikers in this game.
A nasty
breaking the
bastard.
eyes.
I mean, his nickname is hard as fuck Chris Ridgeway for a reason.
Oh, there's another diving corkscrew elbow.
And that's the thing we know about Doug Williams. He can hang with anybody.
This is it. He can fly. He can grapple. He can strike. There's nothing Doug can't do.
You don't have a 30-year career without being able to hang with anybody in the ring.
We're looking for a T-bone suplex potentially. And Zamora fights out. Oh, catches him. Oh, belly to belly. Release overhead suplex. 1, 2. Oh, shoulder. No, shoulder up.
Hand on there. I mean, that shows the tiredness.
And there you go. But that is ring awareness from Zamora.
He needs to have it.
Yeah.
You cannot make any more mistakes.
And now going for that chaos theory, but Zamora, he's pulled that off last show. Oh, there's the exploder.
Picture perfect from the living legend.
And the arm's hurt. Oh, wait. Reversal.
Oh, picks him up.
Very quick.
Oh, no.
Into the sunset. Oh, wait, hooks him. 1, 2. Oh, dug out.
The crowd hanging on to every bit. Oh, here we go. We've
now
seen this
locking
before.
in the submission.
That's Zamora lock. That is so painful.
Iron Maiden locked in.
That is both arms restricted in a crucifix position, hyperextending the shoulders and pulling on the neck.
He is wrenching that in. Is Doug fading?
I mean, he looks like he's down, and the thing is, one arm free.
And again,
that's momentum.
If there's a hold, Doug can counter it. You know he knows the counter. You know he knows how to escape. But has the damage been done already?
He's saying he's out, but if there's no verbal tap, it's the referee's discretion.
The referee was there to check, and to be fair, he doesn't look out. Oh, look at this.
Big elbow.
Traps it. Oh, pump handle. Picks him up.
Oh,
into the arm drag.
Beautiful counter.
Again, counter from Ridgeway.
From Williams.
That's what I said. Oh, Tiger Bomb. 1, 2.
Oh, so close.
Shoulder up. Shoulder up.
You're still thinking about that match on the network, aren't you?
It was a good match, not gonna lie, but it's still.
But stick with us first. It's a hell of a match, don't worry. We get lost in the violence. And Doug's signaling for that chaos theory.
He wants to see it.
Giving some respect to the kid.
Locks it in, going for that chaos theory. Rolls through. No, wait, Zamora. Counters. 1, 2. Oh, shoulder up from
What a way to
Doug.
win if he'd gotten it.
Picks him up. Dumps it down. Ooh, she's got Roshi across the back of the knee. And again,
now
hits the
goes
ropes.
back.
Shining Wizard.
Shining Wizard to the face.
1, 2. Oh, shoulder up again. Doug Williams digging deep. But Carlos Zamora, he's got the veteran with his back against the ropes.
And the crowd's at a fever pitch, you can hear it.
Arm hurts.
This could be a changing of the guard.
Picks him up, turns him inside out. Going for the pin. He's got him hit. 1, 2. Oh, wait. Feet on the ropes, and the referee has seen it. The referee saw the foot on the ropes. Zamora trying to cheat his way out of this one.
And you got to think that's exactly how the Phoenix Fund would have taught him to win.
But Tej, he could. I don't think Doug was kicking
No,
out.
I think that's lack of confidence.
Zamora just beat himself. 1, 2. No, and now the shoulder up from Williams.
That was a lack of confidence of Zamora's part. That was him thinking he couldn't do it clean when he absolutely could have done.
As he's starting to realise.
I don't know, I think he knows he's got to go for something big.
Up to that top rope. Carlos Zamora looking to fly. Doug Williams is looking vulnerable right now. He's in the danger zone. Zamora up. Comes right. Oh! No water in the pool.
Doug's going to capitalise. He's up. I think he's
Got
going
him
to
hurt.
stop.
Here we go.
Cross him over.
Going for it. Chaos Theory. 2, 3. And Doug Williams just like that. TJ said it was going to take one mistake, one opportunity for Doug Williams to capitalise. And it was Carlos Zamora went high risk. Doug Williams got out the way, hit the chaos theory, and 3 seconds later, Carlos Zamora being taught a very valuable lesson.
The story of that match was youth versus experience. It was arrogance versus composure. And Zamora could have won that. Absolutely could have won that had he trusted his instincts.
If he'd have just pinned him without putting his feet on the ropes.
Without shouting us out, as much as we appreciate it. Moments that he could have just capitalised.
He's got the microphone, Tej.
You have made me a humble man. So from the bottom of my heart, from an anarchist to the anarchist, thank you. Before you leave, put it there. Come on.
It's a mark of respect.
Yeah.
Respect as well. You have me. You always have me.
And that's the thing, we know, and this is something about Zamora. We saw a shade of respect against Alex Singh. We're starting to see it. He might have called him out, he might have been arrogant, but you got his respect. And maybe if Zamora trusts himself a bit more, we may see a stronger Zamora.
Exactly, but respect earned, respect gained.